Small businesses right across the country are feeling it. They are scrambling to find a different way to get shipments to customers as this Canada Post strike enters now its 5th day. According to the Canadian Federation of Independent Business, 79% of small businesses rely on Canada Post, and they're expected to be negatively impacted by this strike as holiday pressures start to mount. Lorne James is the owner of Otter Valley Railroad. He sells model trains to customers right across the country and abroad, and his #1 delivery service is Canada Post. Lorne, thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Anne-Marie.
85% of your business, I understand, relies on Canada Post. So how has this strike impacted you so far?
So last week we shipped to alternate carriers like UPS, Canpower, and Purelator. So we are using them as an alternate. However, our international parcels to United States, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and other, they're stuck. And the alternates in this country either have pickup limitations, insurance limitations, freight limitations, or delivery service. A lot of people don't realize that Canada Post has agreements with all the other postal outlets all over the world, including USPS. So if you're expecting something from United States to come to you, it won't. It'll get stopped at American Customs. It will not come across until this is settled. So it's both sides of the border. It's a double edge. And in our situation, 85% of our business is mail order. And being a rural business, we use Canada Post as our shipper. And we also have customers that can't have UPS or Purelator at end of mile. So if you have a PO box or you're in a very small service area where all you have is a postal outlet, maybe a gas bar and a convenience store, you're SOL.
Wow. What kinds of calls or emails are you getting from your customers? What are they saying to you?
They're worried about their shipment. What are our options? 2/3 of our staff time is now being between emails and phone calls about Canada Post strike. How does this impact me? Can I get my product? What do you have? What services can you implement? Our website is designed specifically to handle Canada Post freight rates. So I've instructed our IT firm today to start implementing shipping software to integrate with the other options. But, that's another added cost. Now I have 3 different pickup companies. The great thing is I've had so many business owners reach out to me over the last few days about, spearheading this campaign about why Canada Post is important. But the way I look at it, Anne-Marie, there's 3 bad actors in this whole situation. The union for striking at the most leveraged time against clients like myself, management for using the threat of arbitrator legislation, and the government now using it as the political football to determine if we're going to have a non-confidence vote.
I want to touch on that first one that you mentioned, which is, workers choosing to strike right now. And obviously they're doing this against Canada Post, but it impacts businesses like yours. I'm curious how you feel because, this Canada Post relies on businesses like yours, right? They're not going to outside shippers. They're not using, the Amazons. They're coming to small businesses, and you guys are the bulk of their business. So how are you feeling right now?
I feel that both parties should have tried to work through this, either a combination of rotating strikes or reduced service, because there is no alternates for those gaps. I'm a $250,000 to $500,000 Canada Post customer a year, and I'm one of 10,000 of us. Every region has 10 to 12 Lorne James Otter Valleys out there, and the reps know us quite well. The postmaster knows us quite well. We have a system. They pick up every day at 3. We know certain places in Ontario have next day. Quebec will have second day. Alberta will be 3 and 4 days. We know that after 2 days, it'll be, over the border. It's just created an anxiety. And our busy season is October to April, which is the hobby modeling season. And then you factor in holiday shipping for customers that are buying for loved ones in the hobby. And then you got Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Small Business Saturday. And next thing you know, you're not selling what you usually sell every day online.
Lorne, really quickly, obviously you're a big client for Canada Post. How much are you going to lose if the strike doesn't come to an end soon?
Since last Wednesday, I projected about 50,000 in lost sales, so about 10,000 every day in incremental online sales.
And how much does that play into your overall business budget?
If this goes past 4 weeks, it'll probably be close to $250,000 to $300,000 in lost sales.
Wow. Lorne, I want to thank you I know you're busy. This is a very busy season for you, so I want to thank you for sort of outlining what it feels like to be a small business owner in this strike. Thanks.
Thanks, Anne-Marie.
If you liked that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.